Hello, and welcome to the graduation ceremony of the class of 2022. I am your proud superintendent, Dr. Keith P. Posley. We welcome our family, our friends, and those watching online today to celebrate the many accomplishments of the class of 2022. We have prepared a dignified ceremony for you today to celebrate the class of 2022. We hope that our guests enjoy the program and our graduates feel the love as the spotlight shines on them today. We ask that you celebrate your student, but also be respectful of the next graduate as their names are being read. Graduation symbolizes the start of a bright future for our young people as they move forward in life, prepared with their MPS education. What's next for each graduate? The sky is the limit. Our graduates today are headed to college, technical schools, apprenticeship programs, the military, and the world of work. Each graduate today will receive an MPS alumni pin to wear with pride and to carry with them as a fun reminder of the experiences and accomplishments in the Milwaukee Public Schools. Family and friends, thank you for being the support and encouragement that our seniors needed to get them to this point. Today, we celebrate the graduates, but also you, the community of family and friends that have supported our graduates. I would extend a debt of gratitude to our teachers, staff, and administration who have worked to build up our young people, preparing them to go forward and face the world. Finally, I ask that you take time to review the impressive scholarships earned by the class of 2022, printed in the programs. Because of the dedicated MPS staff and the loving families and support systems at home, these young adults today complete high school and stand prepared to move forward in their next stage of life. And now, I will ask our guests to please stand and welcome the class of 2022.
Good afternoon, and welcome to the class of 2022 South Division High School in-person commencement ceremony. Can we please all stay standing for the national anthem? Thank you. At this time, I will ask Idris Bashi to come to the podium to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Idris.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Idris. So you may be seated. So once again, welcome to the class of 2022 South Division High School commencement. At this time, we'd like to recognize all of our dignitaries that have joined us this afternoon. As I mention your name, if you can please stand to be recognized, and thank you for joining us. So first is our MPS Superintendent, Dr. Keith Posley. Our Chief of the School of Administration Office, Dr. Catrice Cotton. President Bob Peterson of the Milwaukee Board of School Directors. An MPS board member for our district, Chela Garcia. Thank you. So graduates, we are extremely excited to welcome you to our in-person commencement. We realize that this is a bit of a different ceremony, but I wanted to make sure that you and your accomplishments were at the center of this year's commencement. Therefore, we will take time to recognize our top 10 graduates and our Seal of Biliteracy recipients. I ask that when I mention your name, that you please stand. I also ask our audience to please give a round of applause for them after I finish calling their names and after all of them are standing. The following students are our top 10 graduates. Students, when I call your name, please rise and stay standing, stay in place. It will give you a round of applause once all of you are standing. So our first is Saul Bentes Puebla. You can please stand and remain standing. Noor Yasmin Omar. Rashida Munir Ahmad. Umay Solima Mohammed Sadiq. Da'emu. Care Pa. Da Chin Par. Jayla Grace Ward. Nasir Nobia Hussein. And Nada Abdel Tawab. If you can give them a round of applause, please. Thank you, top 10 students. You may sit down. Additionally, South Division High School has one of the largest bilingual programs in the state of Wisconsin. We are proud of our multicultural student body and our multilingual students. We currently have over 16 languages spoken by our students at South Division. This year, our Sierra Biliteracy team, led by Mrs. Samantha Epstein, has worked diligently to support our students through the Sierra Biliteracy process. The seal is a special recognition for our students who are bilingual and biliterate in English and another language. Sierra Biliteracy students, please rise when I call your name and stay standing. Audience, if you can please hold your applause until all of them are standing. So the first Sierra Biliteracy recipient that I'd like to stand is Nada Abdel Tawab, who received a Sierra Biliteracy in Arabic. And I want to mention that this is the first Sierra Biliteracy ever at South Division and MPS in Arabic. Genesis Alvarez Vasquez, who received the Sierra Biliteracy in Spanish, if we can please rise. Idris Bashi, who received the Sierra Biliteracy in Burmese, if we can please rise. And I want to mention that this is the first Sierra Biliteracy ever at South Division in an MPS in the language of Burmese. Our next student is Alexander Cuvitier Feliciano for the Sierra Biliteracy in Spanish. Alondra Cuevas Gonzalez for the Sierra Biliteracy in Spanish. Jamilet Gonzalez for the Sierra Biliteracy in Spanish. Daemu for the Sierra Biliteracy in Karen. Rashida Munir Ahmad for the Sierra Biliteracy in Burmese. And again, I want to mention this is the first Sierra Biliteracy ever at South Division and an MPS in Burmese. Our next student is Nasir Nobi Hussein for the Sierra Biliteracy in Rohingya. And again, this is the first Sierra Biliteracy ever at South Division and MPS in the language of Rohingya. Noor Yasmin Omar, who received two seals of biliteracy, the Sierra Biliteracy in Burmese and Sierra Biliteracy in Malay. So I do want to mention that she received the Sierra Biliteracy in two additional languages, making her a trilingual and triliterate student. It's a mouthful. Our next student is Ta Chin Par for the Sierra Biliteracy in Chin. Care Pa for the Sierra Biliteracy in Karen. Arnel Ramos for the Sierra Biliteracy in Spanish. Jessica Tenagua for the Sierra Biliteracy in Spanish. Saul Vences Puebla for the Sierra Biliteracy in Spanish. And Jayla Grace Ward for the Sierra Biliteracy in American Sign Language. So this is, again, the first Sierra Biliteracy ever at South Division and in the district in American Sign Language. So we can give them all a round of applause, please. Thank you, Sierra Biliteracy students. You may be seated. So thank you. Everyone, please take a seat. This has been a challenging year for everyone. And all of you have made it to the finish line today. 10 to 20 years from now, your generation will be known as the generation who endured and survived through a pandemic. But being challenged is something many of you are very familiar with. Remember 4 years ago, as you faced the challenge of a new adventure, walking through our long hallways and walking into a large building ready to take on the challenge of becoming a high school student for the first time. I want you to remember that journey and remember how you felt at the start of those 4 years and take stock of where you are now. We have seen you grow and mature over the last 4 years, and we have been next to you as you grew to become the young adults that you are today. Think about the courage that it took 4 years ago to transition into high school. You took on that challenge and have succeeded after many long nights of studying, a lot of times in front of a computer or a Chromebook, as we have done recently, on top of the many challenges that you faced in your personal lives. Yet, you prevailed. You were able to show your true character, and you are now here facing the prospects of an uncertain but promising world after COVID. Yet I know that you will show that same character as you take on the challenges of the next chapter in your life amid such uncertainty. please know that you have many, many teachers and school staff that care about you at South. As you have experienced over the last 4 years, our school is truly a special place full of adults that truly care and support you. We will continue to cheer you on as you take on the next chapter of your life with the same character that got you through high school. Please continue to practice and remember our motto of always working, as we say at South, shoulder to shoulder on everything that you do. It is these South Division values that exemplify who you are as a soon-to-be graduated Cardinal. So as you leave our South Division nest and take on the world, please remember the values you have obtained from our caring staff. Also remember that at South, once a Cardinal, always a Cardinal. At this time, I'm going to turn it over to our valedictorian, Saul Bences Puebla, who's going to provide us with some parting words.
Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to start off by congratulating all of us graduates here today that have reached this point of their life. Congratulations. High school is, and it always will be, a unique experience. An experience in which not only did we face a lot of challenges, but we also learned how to overcome them. Through this experience, we have built the person that we are today and the person that we will be in the future. Graduates, take a moment to think about what you have accomplished and thank yourselves for trying during difficult times. It has not been easy, especially with our pandemic to the last 2 years. Despite these difficulties, I have enjoyed every single part of my journey here at South Division. I was involved in a lot of activities where I had the opportunity to interact and develop different relationships with a lot of the students sitting here today. And it is an honor to look back and see that these 4 years of hard work have paid off and that we were not alone, that we had teachers who supported us and tried their best to see us succeed. I am sure that a lot of these students are also proud to say that they have been part of this amazing family. We have shared a lot of memories that will be marked in our lives, from the first Monday of freshman year until the last day of the exams just a week ago. There were a lot of times where it seemed impossible to pass a class, to complete a project, or to finish a final exam. But we are here today. We have made it. These last 2 years have been affected by COVID, which disrupted our learning experience. But I am glad to say that a lot of us did not give up the journey, no matter how many barriers came our way. The persistence of all of us is the reason why we are here today. We have shown that giving up is not an option in our path. On behalf of myself and the rest of the class of 2022, I would like to thank the teachers, counselors, and school staff who have been an excellent support throughout the years of South Division and have made this possible today. A lot of students have developed great relationships with these teachers during our high school experience, relationships that have made us trust them and develop our engagement in learning. These are the teachers who encourage students to learn and keep a good reputation of our school. They are the ones willing to help students to be successful, not only in their class, but in life as well. After today graduates, we focus on what comes next in our journey, on whatever you decide it to be. Whether it is college, getting a job, or doing something else, always remember to live life the way you want to. But before we do, we celebrate and acknowledge that we have gotten this far. The moment that we all dreamed of, crossing the stage. Once again, congratulations to every single one of you, and thank you to the families that are here today to celebrate this special moment in our lives. I wish the best of luck to all of the graduates today and hope that you choose the right path on your next journey where you can inspire others shoulder to shoulder. Thank you.
Thank you, Saul. At this time, we're going to turn it over to Nur Yasmin Omar, who will provide us with some departing words as well.
Good afternoon to families, friends, guests, and last but not least, the class of 2022. To the graduating Cardinals, class of 2022, congratulations. We finally have completed the epilogue of our journey, fellow classmates. We accomplished one of our milestones of our lives, high school graduations. Through the COVID-19 pandemic, many of us faced the challenges. We didn't give up upon the difficulties, virtual learning, 6 feet distance, wearing masks, and adapting to sitting with desk shields. High school years are proving to be a journey filled with emotional roller coaster rides. Waking up every Monday morning, wishing Friday will come sooner, to exhaustively waiting for buses in the morning, to impatiently waiting for lunchtime to come faster so that we could talk with our friends. There are many door opens for each of us, but this is the starting point of success in our lives. In reality, we must move forward with the skills that we have gained in 4 years of high school. Whether we continue to pursue higher educations or join workforce, all of us has the ability and strength to succeed. There is something that I sincerely want to share with all of you. Don't give up. In life, we will make mistakes, we will grow from our mistakes, and we must try new things even if we fail many after attempts. Thank you to teachers, counselors, club advisor, classmates, and South Division Cardinals for giving me the privilege, passion, ambition, bravery, encouragement to transform into the best version of myself today. I also want to thank all the teachers whom I had throughout my high school years, and a person who became my inspiration, motivation during my hardest time of all. Sitting in the class, going through the assignment that I didn't understand, the teacher who made it possible for me to gain knowledge has been the best part of my life. Thank you to Mr. Trejo, Mr. Stella, Ms. Bias, Mr. Davis, Ms. Cunningham, and Ms. Anna for supporting and helping me transition into the college path and reality world. Thank you to Ms. Mani, who is there for me every step of the way and making unforgettable memories through Multicultural Club. I also want to thank my close and amazing friends who make this journey possible, memorable, and enjoyable. Kerpa, Umay, Jackie, Dae, Tapa, Muti, Pota, Nazir, and other classmates, helping each other in arduous time, laughing through jokes, emotional damage, in receiving incoming assignment is the best time of our high school years. Sending to each other to classes, walking in the hallway, sometimes trying to figure out a way to finish assignments, tests, and passing around, answer sticky notes is the best. Without the assistance of you all, I would not have been able to adapt and develop in South Division education learning environment. It's been an honor of having you all by my side and to be friends with various ethnicities. Thank you to my beloved mom and dad, who has always been there for me ever since day one. Thank you for helping me get what I need. Living in America as a refugee was not easy, but overcoming the obstacles and working out together was the best moment in my life. Without mom and dad's support, I would not be able here to give speech as salutatorian. Thank you for earnestly working hard providing for me and my siblings. Each of us has the potential to change and to become what we want. Do what you love. Don't let anybody put your decision down. Keep up the good work. No matter what path you choose to go, I wish you the best luck in your future endeavors to discover success. It has been an honor for me to write this speech. I have many mixed feelings, thoughts in mind. Being able to bring up my Burmese and Rohingya community reputation and to be part of South Division Cardinals class of 2022 is the greatest accomplishment. Thank you.
Thank you, Nur Jasmine. So now the moment we've all been waiting for. And I do want to provide a reminder. We are going to do a couple of reminders on this. Once we get to the point where we are exiting, I want to remind our graduates that we're going to be exiting orderly, which means that you're going to be exiting from the back up, right? So just like we came in, we are going to leave orderly. So you will be dismissed. There will be people that are going to be dismissing you row by row, and it's going to be from the back up. So I want to remind you about that. We will provide another reminder later on. So at this time, Mr. Stella will be coming to the podium in order to call you up to get your diploma cover. You're going to be stopping by our 12th grade administrator, Mr. Medina, to pick up your diploma cover. Once you arrive to the center of the stage, you may remove your mask momentarily so that a picture may be taken by a photographer, and then you'll be able to return to your seat. We do ask family members to please stay in your seats to ensure social distancing. Mrs. Stella, I'm now going to turn it over to you in order to call our graduates to the stage.
Thanks, Trejo. You guys ready? Someone said no. Idris Bashi. Saul Vences Puebla. Nur Yasmin Omar. Rashida Munir Ahmad. Umay Solima Mohammed Sadiq. Da'e Mu. Care Pa. Tachin Par. Jayla Grace Ward. Nazir Nobi Hussein. Nada Abdel Tawab. Mohammed Abdi Kadir. Idris Adan. Zinab Ali. Luis Alvarez Ortiz. Genesis Alvarez Vasquez. Amir Barnhill. Antonio Barasa. Jose Bravo Garcia. Natalie Kabigting. Fernanda Cardenas Mancia. Angelica Cervantes. Muti Char. Skylar Coe. Mario Collins. Alexander Covertier Feliciano. Alondra Cuevas Gonzalez. Deontay Curran. Matthew Cruz. Imani Diggins Davis. Serenity Dorsey. Juliana Esparza Segura. Giancarlos Garcia. Daniel Calderon Clavel. Good job. Nija Goins. Yamilet Gonzalez. Anaya Harris. Imani Fields. Hae Sung Her. Eugenio Hernandez. Joshua Hollins. Nurnisha Ismail. Mykira Jackson. Christian Jimenez Villegas. Diana Jimenez Andino. Amari Johnson. Jose Leon Rodriguez. Hector Lopez Vicente. Michael Lorenzana. Tamira Madison. Cruz Martinez. Deborah Martinez. Smee Me. Tyzane Mylan. Praviana Mills. Hassan Mohammed Fairuz. Mohammed Jailani Mohammed. Mohammed Amarul Mohammed Hussein. Adam Mohammed bin Mohammed Alam. Lionel Mora. Jamari Nolden. Hafsa Noor. I know who he is. Sharif Noor Amin. Nabab Sharif Noor Amin. Jackie Bruce Tuazan. Alanis Margari Ramos. Mohammed Najam Nur Hassan. Michaela Williams. Nur Shaida Nur Amin. Omar Farouk Omar Siddiq. Kedo Pa. Ta Pa. Jonathan Pena. Kalesha Perez Rivera.
Sorry.
We could go deaf.
Oh my God, I'm next.
Deja Perry. Donnell Pizarro Correa. Emmanuel Powell. Lisbeth Prado Frias. Leonardo Ramirez Lopez. Arnel Ramos. Christian Ramos Fernandez. Irlinda Reyes Trejo. Liz Samuel Rivadeneira. Reina Ruiz Ramos. Denise Saldana. Joseph Sanchez Rodriguez. Adelaido Sanchez Hernandez. Malulani Savage. Deshaun Simmons Finkley. Darius Smith. Keviana Smith. Carlos Solano. Jessica Tenahua. Brittany Thompson. Samara Tomo. Sifa Uwan Yirigira. Frankie Vega Rivera. Ivan Venancio Reyes. Pa Ta E Wa. Emmanuel Galvan. Dayon White. Emmanuel Ward. Shantez Williams. Tamaria Williams. Amaran Yusuf. Deshiana Malave Westbrook. Menor Benitez Pino. And then I would like to also recognize the following graduates who could not join us today. Cesar Escobar, Genesis Flores Mejia, Jessica Flores Mejia, Jesus Fumbakes Jr., Ruben Guyona Jr., Bianca Hernandez, and Alana Johnson. Back to you, Mr. Trejo.
Thank you, Mr. Stella. So families and guests, as we prepare to present that 2022 graduating class to you, please remain seated until the graduates have exited. The students will exit on West Kilbourne Avenue. We ask that you exit the building and meet your graduate outside. Students, once again, you will be dismissed by row at the end of the ceremony, with the back rows exiting first. So it's extremely important that you remain in your seat at the end of the ceremony until you are dismissed row by row from the back. You must wait until your row is next up to be dismissed. So at this time, graduates, please stand. And we are still waiting for a few more graduates to make their way. We have two more that are coming up. All right, thank you, graduates. All right, so at this point, if you can turn your tassels from right to left. So by the authority vested in me by the Wisconsin Department of Public Instruction, the Milwaukee Board of School Directors, and by the Superintendent of the Milwaukee Public Schools, I now declare you official graduates of the Milwaukee Public Schools. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you South Division High School's class of 2022. And again, stay on your seats. You're going to be dismissed row by row. Thank you.